I think I always thought that I was going to be an artist. I don't really think I ever thought I was going to be anything else. Growing up, both of my parents were artists. My mother an architect, my dad painter. And they really provided a space for my sister and I to explore and create and to value what the arts can do and what we could do. My dad was my first mentor. I've sort of modeled my life after his. So the question kind of came up, do I see any relationship between my work and my father's work? During my sabbatical, I was able to really reflect back on my dad's work and my own, and the more I started to look at his work, I started to find those connections. My father's been gone for over 20 years, and one of the takeaways I would hope people will get from the exhibition is it's never too late to reflect back and to look at where you've come from. Work that is meaningful continues on, and that's sort of an important thing to keep in mind as a maker. My mom had told me at one point, make what's in your head, nobody else will. And I saw one of my dad's paintings in my head. And it was that particular piece that started this piece. I envisioned a piece that was falling apart. And as I started to build this piece, I'm laying the pieces out on a table, I'm throwing them on a potter's wheel, cutting them, piecing them together, laying them out. And then as I'm composing it, it started to just kind of have a life of its own, and I felt like I was really following the piece instead of dictating the piece. The piece was starting to tell me what it needed to do. Commemoration is really in response to his work. So I'm reflecting and conversing with the clay as I'm working, but it's also sort of a conversation with my dad. Yeah. When you go into the other gallery, you'll see pairings of pieces side by side that I feel go together for some reason. And that is where the conversation aspect between reflections and conversations is really presented in that space. One of the takeaways that I get from it is that even when things seem to be falling apart, that there's sort of there's a way for things to come together and for it to work. And it can be beautiful.